Hello dear students, I welcome you all to the last video on this particular chapter, that is linear equations in one variable. Okay, so today we will take up the last 4 questions from exercise 14b. Okay, so the first question for the day says two consecutive natural numbers are such that 1/4 of the smaller exceeds 1/5 of the greater by 1. So you need to find the numbers. Okay, so basically here they are talking about two consecutive numbers and you are already familiar with consecutive numbers. Now they are not talking about any consecutive odd number or even number. So basically here the consecutive number of 2 means it has to be 3, alright. So that means the difference between two number has to be 1 here, alright. So that is why I am taking the numbers to be x and x plus 1, alright. Very good. Now among them obviously x will be smaller and x plus 1 will be greater, right. So here we need to find 1/4 of the smaller, okay. So 1/4 of the smaller will be, smaller is x, so that is why 1/4 will be x by 4, okay. And they are talking about 1/5 of the greater, okay. So let us find 1/5 of the greater, greater is x plus 1, so 1/5 becomes x plus 1 whole divided by 5, okay. So here 1/4 of the smaller exceeds 1/5 of the greater by 1. This means that 1/4 of the smaller, that is this, is more than 1/5 of the smaller, that is this, okay. So this is more than this by how much? By 1. That is what is the meaning of this particular line. So basically according to question, if I subtract this particular thing from this, then I will get 1. Alright. So it's simple now, you just need to find the value of x, right. So what you do is you will find the LCM, right, and do the needful, okay. So I have shown you the calculation part here, but I am not going to explain you as you are familiar with this, okay. So your answer is going to be 24. So the value of x is 24, that means one of the number is 24. So that is why other number has to be 24 plus 1, which is 25, alright. So therefore the two consecutive numbers are 24 and 25. So you may pause the video to note down. Okay, so let us see the next question, question number 18. Three consecutive whole numbers are such that if they be divided by 5, 3 and 4 respectively, the sum of the quotients is 40. Okay, so they are talking about three consecutive whole numbers. So let me take the consecutive numbers to be x, x plus 1, x plus 2, alright, fine. So according to the statement, if I divide this x first number by 5, okay, this is the quotient, fine. Divide next number by 3, that is this, okay, and divide the last number by 4, that is this, okay. So after dividing, how much ever you get, you have to add them because they are talking about the sum, okay, and the sum has to be equals to 40. So that is why when I add them, I am getting 40 out here. So from here you just need to solve and find the value of x, which turns out to be 50. So I am not showing you this part, so you will do this by yourself, okay. So sum is turning out to be, I am sorry, the value of x is turning out to be 50 from here. And what is x actually? X is one of the number, so other number will be x plus 1, that is 51, x plus 2, that is 50 plus 2 is 52. So therefore the three numbers will be 50, 51 and 52. So you may pause the video to note down, and from here to here I have just skipped many steps, but I want you to do those steps, okay. So when you submit your assignment, I don't want to see any jumping here, okay. So you have to show me the full step out here. So you may pause the video to note down. Let me take question number 19. If the same number to be added to the numbers 5, 11, 15 and 13, the resulting numbers are in proportion, okay. So you need to understand first what is the meaning of proportion. For example, if I have 4 numbers a, b, c and d, so they are said to be in proportion. Listen to my words very carefully. A, b, c and d, 4 numbers are there and they are said to be in proportion if a by b is equals to c by d. So that's the meaning of proportion. Let me repeat once again, a by b must be equals to c by d, okay. So we need to find the number, okay. So you are adding some number, same number. Okay, if you add 2 here, you need to add 2 everywhere. So after you add that number, the resulting number, how much ever you get, that will be in proportion. That's what the question is saying. Okay, so let me take that number to be x. So if you add x to 5, you will get 5 plus x, 11 plus x, 15 plus x, and 31 plus x. Now this is the resulting number and they will be in proportion. Now this is my a, this full thing. A is 5 plus x, b is 11 plus x, c is 15 plus x, d is 31 plus x. Okay, so these four are in proportion. That means a by b must be equals to, okay, so this is a, this is by b. So a by b must be equals to c by d, right? Okay, so from here you just need to do cross multiplication and you have to open up the bracket after multiplication, okay, and find the value of x. Again, I am not showing you the steps, but you will complete the work by yourself. Okay, the value of x is turning out to be 1. Okay, so which number has to be added? That's what the question is asking. So basically here you said that you need to add x, that means you need to add 1. So that's why 1 should be added. So you may pause the video to note down. Let me take the last question. The present age of a man is twice of his son. Okay, so they're asking at last, you need to find present age. Okay, so let me take the present age of son to be x here. So that's why currently or presently man's age is twice. So that's why man's age is going to be 2x. Okay, now 8 years hence, so after 8 years their ages will be in the ratio 7:4. Okay, so after 8 years son's age is going to be how much? It was x earlier, so this time it's going to be x plus 8, and father's age is going to be, earlier it was 2x, now after 8 years it's going to be 2x plus 8, right? So you need to add 8 years. Okay, so this is in the ratio how much? 7:4. So that's why according to question we have, since we are talking about 7:4 means 7 is for father, so that's why father's age by son's age will be equals to 7/4. So from here calculate the value of x, which turns out to be 24. Okay, so as I have said earlier, you will show me the steps as well. Okay, so the present age of son is x, which is 24 years, and present age of father is going to be 2x, that is 2 into 24, which is 48 years. All right, so you may pause the video to note down, and please remember again, you have to show me the complete steps in every problem where I have not shown you the steps. All right, with this we close this chapter. Thank you very much.